Hello there, I am Mindfiend. This is the Secret World MMO, and this is Little Boo. We're talking to Shay Garcia Hansen, the sort of like leader of this little group of the Morning Light, this branch of the Morning Light that's here in Kingsmouth. They're here with the recruiting and their pamphlets and the film. If you look, there's a camera ready to show anybody a film about the Morning Light to recruit them, and they're here in the woods protected by these wards from all the nasties that outside. We're going to talk to him now, and we're going to get yet another of my favourite cutscenes, and of course one of the reasons for that is who's in it. You'll see in a moment. So this, by the way, if you look, it's yellow. It's what they call Sabotage mission. It's a stick of dynamite with the timer on it, of course, although for me, I think they will be better called sort of like stealth missions, because they're usually stealth or escort or something. But let's pick it up and see.
Our intrepid fucking hero. Pretty impressive stunt you pulled out there. I got my good eye on you. Hey, Cassie! This is the one.
Hey there, hot stuff. I like your style. And your weapon.
Cassandra is our resident Mary Magdalene. Don't let those doe eyes fool you. She'll eat you up.
I do have a big appetite. Comes with being Southern, I guess. Not that Jesus here would notice. He's immune to my female charms. Boy's got no spunk. Anyway, Che, I need to talk to you. There's an issue with, you know.
Who's doing the pickup?
I am.
And who else?
I'm going solo. I can handle myself just as well as...
Not gonna happen, babe. You could get your pretty little ass hurt bad out there.
Your concern is heartwarming, Che. I'm sure it's got nothing to do with wanting to keep an eye on me.
Trust issues. Hey, feel like doing us a favor? Call it your ticket to a new Jerusalem when we finished building it.
If that's the kind of company you're talking about, well then, I might be flexible. Very, very flexible.
She's talking about sexual positions. That's what that little pause was. It's her idea of subtlety.
Fuck off. We could get to know each other better. I'd like to find out what lies beneath those still waters. Oh, and don't worry. It's not far. And we won't do anything you don't want to do. Okay with you, Jesus?
I love Cassandra King. She is such a well written and very, very well played character. Like I said, the voice acting on her is just fantastic. I really, really like her. Okay, so she's got to pick something up, and Shay doesn't want to go off anywhere on her own. Now that seems to be partly because he wants to keep an eye on her. Maybe is that because she's the boss's pet, the boss's Mary Magdalene, luring people into the cult, or is it because he doesn't quite trust her? We're not sure, but whatever it is, he needs somebody to accompany her and look after her, and that job's fallen to us. We're in the wrong place at the right time. Cassandra of the Morning Light is making a pickup and would welcome some company and perhaps some protection. Shay's not comfortable with Cassandra going alone to pick up the package. After your previous help with the courier, he suggests you tag along. So enter the maintenance tunnels and escort Cassandra. Okay, well, the maintenance tunnels we know from dropping off that previous package is down this way. This is the Blue Ridge Tunnel. It goes all the way through to Blue Mountain, but at the moment it's blocked. There's fires in it, and too dangerous to get through, so you can't get through to Blue Ridge this way yet. So let's enter these tunnels here, this maintenance tunnels. Yes, we'd like to go in. These tunnels, of course, we came in before. Cassie doesn't know about that, doesn't know that we followed the siren song into this tunnel, followed it down through, and actually listened to her encounter with Beaumont. So we know a lot more about Cassie than she thinks we know about her, but we're not going to let her know that. Not going to tell her that. Okay, Cassandra entered the maintenance tunnels. She claims they have the mysterious B's hideout. She says B likes to mix it up with the security systems, and you should be careful. There might be hidden traps. So we've got to escort Cassandra through the security. Okay.
What the fuck happened here? Somebody's been tampering with the security. We need to be careful. Lucky thing I have you here. Maybe I'll get to see you flex your muscles.
So somebody's definitely been fiddling with the security panels, and they've actually killed a member of the Morning Light. Something not good is going on. So let's head down and have a look. Again, checking as we go. Now this is what people of MMOs will be quite familiar with, is what's called an escort mission, where you've got to escort somebody around. Luckily it's not quite as bad as some of the others. Some of the other ones, you know, your escort can be really dumb, can walk into traps, walk into enemies, get themselves killed. But this is one of those where your escort is actually more or less invulnerable, and I think I can show that here. Let's cut through here.
That's the wrong direction, I think.
It is the wrong direction, Cassie. I just want you to prove me point. Oh, well timed. Well timed. She just walked through before, but she can actually walk through those lasers unharmed. Come on. Yep, there you go. See? Yep, she can walk through unharmed. She can get through the security systems. Really, she's just there for you to guide along. So don't worry about her, worry about yourself. Now, as she said, that's the wrong way to go, so we're not going to go that way. I'm going to change to walking, which is backspace. And as you can see here, there are security cameras.
Motion sensors. Yeah, B's paranoid. He really treasures his privacy.
As you can see here, there are security cameras, which actually says are motion sensors. Security cameras in this can be stationary, or they can be moving around in the game. These in this part of the mission are stationary. But what's important is you look at where they're facing, and perspective can be a bit weird. To me, that one looks as though it's pointing away from me down there, but it's actually not, because what they do is they give you a visual clue of the direction it's facing by the light on the floor. This light is not a hard circle. Don't think you can walk to the edge of this and as long as you're not stood in the light you won't be seen. This light is just showing you the general direction the camera is looking. You can get seen from being close to the light. So you could be stood in the shade here and the light would still detect you. The camera would still detect you because you're in its field of view. So be very careful with these. As you get closer, you can see we're going to try and walk out of away from where it's looking. It's looking down on the floor over here, so we're going to hug this wall. Now the next one, again, to me that looks almost like the camera's pointing down towards these crates which are over here, but if you look at the light showing on the floor, it's showing you actually it's not, it's pointing towards you. So you have to be very careful here. If you go too far along here, even if you don't step into that light, you'll be seen. So you want to just come along and just hug past the edge of this barrel, this canister. If you do get seen by these lights, It's not the end of the world. It's like anything else. You get a little bit punished, a little bit of spank, you get blown up, sent back to the beginning, and you've got to do it again. That's all. Not too punishing. The game doesn't, it's not cruel. It can be a bit frustrated at times, but it's not cruel with it. So come along underneath its field of view, and down here. And then we've got the third and final camera to deal with. Now that camera, as you can again tell by the light, is looking more or less directly towards this wall here. So I'm going to come along and hook underneath. But I always like to just, because I do, I like to try to climb over this to get to it. So let's climb over that. And again, hug the wall so you stay out of the cone of vision. Don't go near the light, and don't think you can, like I say, walk right close to this light and not be seen. Doesn't work like that.
Shit! Keep your head down. I don't recognize those outfits. Fuck's sake, who wears purple to a death match? No sense of fashion whatsoever. There's a box over there somewhere. I've seen B use it. Controls the laser grids. If we could get that reactivated.
Did you hear a line? Who wears purple to a death match? Yeah, these guys are wearing purple. That will have some significance. So let's have now look at the next tier. Men dressed in purple are here. They are guarding a room with more security control systems. According to Cassandra, the very same security systems can be used against them. The control panel is right next to you. Use the security grid to neutralize the intruders. Okay. Well, as you can see, there are 3 of them, 2 standing talking and 1 walking around. Here's the laser grid. The lights are showing which lasers are active. At the moment they're all red, so none of them are active. So if I click it, the first laser beam becomes active there. Click it again. The second one becomes active, which is further down. And let's do the third one quickly before he turns the corner, and he's going to walk back. And into the beam. Bang! And that's all you've got to do really. You've just got to make sure you keep clicking those until you get a beam in front of the guy wandering around, and he'll walk into it. It's not very difficult at all. Right, so now we've got to deactivate the security fields and move on. The security field it's talking about is this one on the left. That one's still up, you see. Now we've got to escort Cassandra further in.
Hold on. I remember B telling me this place connects to the sewers. With the security on the fritz, you know, eyes open.
Okay. You've got a little puzzle here. You've been given a warning. It says that it connects to the sewers. Cassandra claims the security systems were put in place to prevent the Draug from coming in from the sewers. Keep your eyes and ears open as you progress forward, so choose a door. So therefore, one of these doors is going to be right. At least 2 of these doors are going to be wrong then. 2 of these doors are going to be wrong. So how can you guess which ones to choose? Well, there's visual clues. If you look here, this should tell you which door to choose. But there's also sound clues. I'm not sure whether or not you can hear. Come to the door and listen. You just hear a Draug groaning. So there's almost certainly a Draug behind that door. And And if you look here, this Draug is obviously come from this door. And the poor guy here, he wasn't trying to get to this door. If you look, he's angled towards that one. So that is the correct door to go to. Now, you open either of these doors, nothing terrible is going to happen. There's a Draug in each one. You get a little fight. That's all. They're just sealed rooms with one enemy inside. But let's do it properly. Let's do it the way it's supposed to be done. Let's come here. Choose the door that we figured out from the position of the corpses. And this room has actually got the door at the back opened. Those two don't, and there's Draug in them, as I've said. Nothing to deal with, nothing to worry about though. I think it's only something like there's a Draug in one, there's a sea caller in the other, I think. Or it might be a bit random. So we'll escort Cassandra in again. As you can see, those two doors are closed on this one, so it is only that one you can get through. Right. Now look what we've got to face. A floor with corpses everywhere and electricity crackling about. Cassandra noted that the electric grid on the floor prevented the Draug and the unknown assailants from progressing. Be careful as you cross. So it's killed Draug, it's killed these guys in purple. So remember to have yourself on walk.
One of these little countermeasures keeps the Draug out. They don't like being zapped. Careful. Watch your step.
And you just got to very carefully watch the path. Yes, thank you, Cassandra. You get in the way. Go on. Go on, get out my way. And you just weave around the electrocuted panels. The electrified panels. There we go. Be careful there. That's a dead end. So we've got to go back round the maze this way. Some panels, as you'll see, will be electrified for a little time and then it'll fizzle out, then come back on again. But it's not very difficult at all. Just walk and you'll be okay.
This wasn't here the last time, I swear. B has got some serious trust issues. Think you can figure it out?
Right. You're finally at the site of the pickup, but there is another security system protecting the package. Disable it and pick up the package. Right. So we need to disable the security system. And if you look, there's a row of 3 lights with 4 levers. Now, what you want to do with this is you basically want to get all 3 lights turned green to be able to disable the lasers. Now, if you look, when you pull a lever, let's get a bit closer. When you pull a lever, it changes the pattern. You can pull it and put it back again. But what you want is you want it to change all 3 lights to green. So we're nearly there with that one. But that's not right. So let's put those back. Back to how we started. And the solution to it is if you pull the left hand lever, you knock out these lights here, put that one on. And there you go.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Pick up the package.
It's better for everyone if this package doesn't end up with those fucking morning light hippies. Yeah? We're a different breed, you and I. We're better than they are. So let me take this with me and go through that door, and I will owe you a favor. A big one. Do we have a deal? I'm sorry, honey. I have to go. Believe me, I hate this as much as you do. We'll see each other again, when the both of us have grown a bit. I'd like that very much. Take care, okay? When I'm ready for you, you'll know where to find me. I promise.
There she goes. I love to see you leave. Right, so she used a power and incapacitated us so that we couldn't stop her from taking the package. But notice what she said. Obviously, she is not as dedicated to the Morning Light cause as they think she is. So yet again, we've got a bit of espionage going on. She's working away. She's a double agent. She must be inside them. But who is she working for? Is she working for herself? Is she working for somebody else? Is she working for one of the other secret societies? We don't know. All we know is she's worked her way in, got the trust, and now she's finally got what she needed, the package. So let's have a look. Perfect crime. Complete the pickup without being seen. We got an achievement for getting past the cameras without actually being seen. So we'll head back into the tunnel. And then we'll stand here at the neck of the tunnel and we'll just check the report. We'll send the report into Sonak. Charming girl, I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of Cassandra King. We don't know what angle she is playing, but whatever it is, she certainly is playing it very well. I shall endeavour to stay positive. You have successfully infiltrated the den of the mysterious bee. We are now quite assured that Morning Lights have ulterior motives in all of this. Whatever they are smuggling, it is important enough to have the Phoenicians sniffing around. Those dirty strumpets. Phoenicians are the guys in purple. They're yet another faction in the secret world, apart from the Dragon, the Templar and the Illuminati. The Phoenicians are there as well as the Council of Venice. If possible, continue to play the long game with the Morning Light, and the next time you see Cassandra, do not fail to remind her that she does indeed owe us one. Sonak. We get 53,760 experience points for that. We get 2 sequences of Solomon Island, 6,670 Pax Romana. We get a rare quality glyph toolkit, so we can make a rare quality glyph. And we get to choose a weapon. Well, let's look. The hammer, the Traumatizer, is a quality level 2 hammer. The effusion rating's a rough idea of how powerful it is. It's approximately the same. Well, it's exactly the same as the one we've got. That's the one we're using at the moment. Let's have a look at the Chaos Focus then. This would get a Chaos Level 2 Disruptor, it's called, but we are using a powerful Chaos Focus. Effusion rating says they both roughly have equal power. The Disruptor does 101 weapon power, the one we've got does 104. The Disruptor does plus 10 crit rating and the one we've got does plus 12. So in total we'd lose 3 weapon power and 2 crit rating, so we don't really want that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Aftermath. I'm going to take a quality level 2 sword. But we can't use it yet, if you look. Because on it says it's a 101 weapon power, it's 110 critical, but it requires blade skill level 1 to take. So we can't use that, but I'm going to take it. I'll explain why next time. So now all we're going to do is we're going to get back to the morning light camp and end the episode there. It's a nice mission, and I do adore the cutscene with Cassie. Any cutscene Cassie's in is just fantastic because she's just so well done and so well played. And Shay, of course, is a wonderful slimy creep. It's a nice place to come, the morning light camp. It's a bit of a haven, and sometimes just come, do slash sit, and I'll sit down at the campfire and spend some time here. Usually in Kingsmouth I will be sitting in the police station. If not, there's a good chance I'll be here if I'm just sitting around. If not, otherwise I'm busy doing something. But it's a nice place to sit, listen to the fire crackle, and then do whatever you want to do. Let's, for instance, we've got 13 ability points to spend, and we've also still got 6 character points to spend. That's something I'm going to consider in another episode though. So for now, I'll say thank you very much for watching. I've been Mindfiend. You guys, as always, have been wonderful. Bye for now.